Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Puck Nation. I'm Mimo, that's Mike, that's Yanni. What's going on, boys?
Yo.
Guys, what is it, a week closer to the NHL?
Yes, I love it. Look, it's dark outside,
Starting
right?
to get there, guys.
7:30.
We're getting
A
there.
little
Dark.
bit dark, huh?
Some rookie camps already started. We're gonna get to that later, but yeah, we're what, a month away? Less,
Yep,
less than a month away.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I know you guys are excited too. Everybody doing good?
Yeah,
Good
man.
week?
Can't complain,
Yeah.
man.
Yep.
We're going to talk about some rumors. Mike, I know that that big jersey behind you, nothing's happened there. Yanni, we're going to talk about another jersey that, we don't have up here in the room, but the big rumor here in Montreal. But before we do, we're going to say thank you to our dear sponsors over at Red One, where I was at today. I haven't been in so long, but I was there today with Mike. Guys, my dear friends over at Red One Music, our dear sponsors, we talked about doing a golf tournament for next year, huh? We're going to do a nice little golf
cool.
tournament. Yeah. So we're going to invite all our friends from Puck Nation to go and challenge me in a golf game. How's that? No,
be
the
pretty
object
cool.
of the game is going to be to hit Sergio in the forehead with a ball. Okay? We're going to have some fun. Guys, all your musical needs, all your podcast needs, all your DJ needs, go see my buddies, Sergio, Tommy, and James. And today, Will was still there. Alex was there. I can't believe it. Everybody was still there. Go see them at 2069 Chartier in Dorval. You can give them a shot over at 514-225-2226. Or you can just go online at musicred1.com, right? Go check them out. Another little shout out I want to give out to these guys. These guys that give us these beautiful T-shirts to do this at One Bone brand, man. Look,
One
these
Bone.
beautiful
Yeah,
T-shirts.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah,
cool
some
guys.
cool stuff. Man, you got some other stuff, right? Some
Yeah.
pants, some shirts,
Bought a
whatever.
dress shirt and dress pants, guys.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
I could literally go run a marathon.
Yeah.
in the
They're so
pants.
comfortable,
It's
man. I love
insane.
it. I love it. They're really nice.
Great.
Thank you, guys. The guys over at One Button. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for this. Listen, Yanni, we're going to start with you. Back to hockey. We're going to start with you because there's a rumor that's been going on all summer long, and it started
boy.
again last couple days and whatever. But then I saw something yesterday on the news, in the Pittsburgh news, that didn't seem too, how do you say? It wasn't too, convincing, let's just say.
Yeah.
Okay? So they're talking about the Sidney Crosby thing over to Montreal. I know you, being a Canadiens fanatic, you'd love to see it happen, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it's gonna happen. I'd like it to happen because it stirs the pot a little. But Mike, do you think it's gonna happen?
I don't know. it's. I think it's possible. I definitely think.
Well,
it's
anything's possible. Dude, Wayne Gretzky got traded,
Yeah,
right?
but
So
I think there's legs to the rumors, but will they pull the trigger? I don't know. Yeah, I think if it does happen, it's after the Olympics.
oh, okay. Yanni, what do you think, bro?
I mean, everything's possible, right? Anybody could get traded. Like you've said, Gretzky's been traded. Players get traded all the time.
Absolutely.
Sometimes you trade your captain away. Who knows? Crosby would be that guy. And honestly, I feel it could happen. The guy said he wanted to retire a Penguin.
That's what he said
All right?
yesterday.
He said he wanted to retire a Penguin. But look, Marc-Andre Fleury played somewhere else and he's retiring a
Well,
Penguin.
Marc-Andre Fleury was pushed out of Pittsburgh. They wanted him out,
Yeah.
and they wanted to go with Jarry, who's also in the news because we're going to talk to you about that later, Mike. But to get back to Sid, I mean,
It would be cool, though.
he's
I would
Sidney
love to
Crosby,
see it.
right? It's fair to say that he can decide what, who, where, when, how, right? How
Yeah,
much, right? The
exactly.
whole.
But what a compliment that would be to the team, man. You have all
Which
these
team you
young
talking about
guns.
here?
Yeah, all
Okay.
these young guns, and then you have a guy that could actually play center.
Not just play center, dude. You know what
No, but
Sidney
like-
Crosby does in a room, man?
No, but
Yeah, exactly.
that's all extra. You
Man.
have a number one and a number two. Do you know what that means?
Yeah,
We haven't had
absolutely,
that here.
Absolutely,
I
It's
don't
just,
think I've ever
forever.
seen it.
Long
I-
fucking time.
Yeah, I don't.
The closest to a number one and two, what was it, like Koivu and Plekanec? But Plekanec was young.
Dude,
Yeah, that's
Placanic on number 2. Yeesh. Yeah, apostrophe 9, but whatever.
Dude, we
yeah.
had Desharnais.
You fucking-
Desharnais.
David
okay?
Desharnais.
David Desharnais was our number one center for
Yanni,
a long
why'd you
time.
do that, man? I had totally forgotten about that guy.
Dude, Pacioretty, Eric Cole, and fucking Desharnais. That was our number one line.
So
Pacioretty's playing where?
nowhere.
There you
Well,
go.
These, these PTOs,
He's also
whatever.
older, but
But Yanni. So there was a rumor. Now, okay, just hypothetically, okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm Dubas, I'm gonna ask for your big cheese, right?
Yeah.
So tomorrow, I give Kent Hughes a shout. You're Kent Hughes. Hey, Mr. Hughes, I have number 87 here, but I want your, what is he, number 93, the new kid? Demidov?
Demidov.
Yeah, I want Demidov. Is it a done deal? Is it a done deal, Yanni? Come on, you love Sid.
I love Sid, but you're mortgaging your future.
Yeah, but you're gonna win a cup. Well,
Doesn't
at least you're gonna
matter.
go for a
You're
cup.
gonna be rotten for the next 20 years.
Yeah, but hold
again.
on. But you will take a. So, answer me this: if you do get Sidney Crosby,
Yeah.
do you think the Montreal Canadiens get a legit shot at the cup? Think about the answer, because you still didn't change Montembeault. You still have Matheson back there.
We're not there yet.
So then,
There's no point. That's why I'm saying I wouldn't remortgage your future for
Sid.
It doesn't make
for
sense.
38,
Because he has 2 years in the tank, maybe. Like, how
2 or
much is he
3,
gonna play with all that damage that he's gotten through the years?
Yeah, but he's,
Mike, do
he's
you make
tough as nails,
do you
though.
make the move?
Not with Demidov because it's too much
Hudson.
future to give. No. Those two to me.
Untouchable.
That look, I understand.
Cole Caulfield.
I'd consider it.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
I would consider it.
yeah. I'd consider that one. Yeah,
As much as I love Cole, don't get me wrong.
Wow.
I think Cole's a beast. But
he is, but it's Sid, and you know what? Like you said, does it make him the contender right away? Look,
I think they need a lot more than that, but that's just me.
a lot more. I mean, they need a goalie, but they have a. I mean,
So does Oilers.
we're gonna get it. We're gonna get into the prospects in a second.
Yeah. Let's stick to
let's
Sid.
stick to Sid right now. Is I do it if it doesn't completely tatter the future. If it was 10 years ago,
Yeah, obviously,
I'll
Mike,
tell
it
you-
was
no,
10 years
actually,
ago.
actually,
Come
you know
on,
what,
that's
me?
not the question.
You know what I mean? If it was 5 years ago,
Yeah,
I'd
of
do
course. Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? It's too close to the end for a guy that's just starting.
Okay, yeah, but again, this is my question: does it make you a contender like today? If this happens, again, hypothetically, if you get rid of Demidov or Hudson or, like I said, Cole Caulfield, you said you'd do it for Caulfield. You'd consider
it. Yeah.
Okay, and Sidney Crosby's wearing a CH tomorrow. Does it make you a contender tomorrow?
It gets you a hell of a lot closer.
it puts
Because
a
it's
big
Sid.
smile on my face.
Yeah, it gets you a
Yeah,
hell
but
of a lot.
smiles on your face doesn't get cups to
Yeah,
Montreal.
yeah,
But you buy tickets, and that's
Hey.
what they like too.
Yeah,
it
but
gets you a hell of a lot closer. It gets you closer. It gets
Really?
you damn close. Well, come on, it doesn't. It does. It's
You're missing a goalie.
I don't know, Mike,
The
because I
goalie thing
think you're
is-
not just Sidney Crosby away.
yeah, but I mean the goalie thing. That's why I say after this year, like I really think Montreal gets slotted into being a real contender. Not this season, the next one.
Okay, so what changes next season?
Well, first of all, more bad contracts go off the books. That's
Which-
the start.
Okay, but you still have to replace these guys with who? What do you replace
Well,
them
first
with?
of all, it helps develop your young goaltender, which we're going to get into in a second.
Okay,
Secondly, it gives your other prospects coming up this year a year to get together with their shit.
yes, yeah.
It
Because
also
there's nothing
gives you-
more than there's
it
nothing
also
better than experience.
gives
That's
you a chance to lock in Lane Hudson long term. It gives you like
right. That's a given.
yeah, but you have a lot of house cleaning still to do. And then of course the goal, like but then at that point, as of the next season, Kent Hughes, I think in 2026, 27, like that season, I guess whatever it is,
Yeah.
he has to be in like now we're going for it.
Okay, but Mike,
Yeah.
but getting rid of bad contracts doesn't get you closer to a cup.
Getting rid of bad contracts gives you flexibility to get good contracts.
Again, but it doesn't give you anybody. Like you haven't. It's not like you have somebody that you're gonna go fetch, or you're gonna go get, whatever.
Dude,
right now, we're talking about one
Dude,
guy.
I'll tell you this, on forward, you bring in Sid, they've got 4 really balanced fucking lines.
Yeah, they do.
4 like lines that are ready to play and ready to go at any given moment. And then you've got a solid D, like with 4 young gun defensemen
So then
plus experience. The big question mark is the goaltender.
So then, why not do it, Yanni, for Demidov?
But I'm gonna
If
take
it gets you
back.
closer, you believe it'll get you closer. It makes you
Let's
legit.
take it back like 50 seconds ago.
Yeah.
We said there's still bad contracts to get rid of.
Yeah.
Which ones are the bad contracts?
Gallagher.
Well, Gallagher,
Potentially Matheson.
Okay.
Anderson.
Josh Anderson, although I wouldn't mind them keeping him.
For what they're making. Are
Yeah,
they
but
really that
it's-
bad?
Yes.
Flexibility-
Gallagher is one of the worst
What
contracts
is
in
it,
the league.
6 million, I think.
Flexibility is flexibility.
But again, guys,
Oh, and Patrick Laine at 8.7. That's huge.
Yeah.
That ends at the end. Now, just with
It's
Gal,
true.
just
You're
simply,
right.
if all the other guys stay and just Line A leaves, just Line A,
That frees up
$9 million.
I understand, Mike.
You know
But
what I
again,
mean?
I don't think you're understanding the question. That's got nothing to do with does Sidney Crosby make you a contender today? Because if that's the
He
case,
gets you a hell of a lot closer.
so then why not do it for Demidov if it gets you closer?
Because Demidov could potentially be a part of a contending team for the next decade, whereas Sid is going to be.
So
there
you'd
for a year
wait
or
for
two.
that and not do it now.
Well, there's a plan in place, right?
Yes,
And
of
they've
course.
been following the plan and not deviating so far.
Yeah,
Why start?
you're right. Again, I'm just asking hypothetically.
The price of Demidov is high. I understand you have to give to get Sidney Crosby.
course.
There's no question you have to give, but you have to also not mortgage the farm. You have to say it's a 38-year-old player.
Yeah. Let's
Yeah.
not kill the chickens
It's a
or laying
38
eggs.
If it, you know what? If it was Connor, then yes. If it was Connor.
Yeah, but if it was Connor, you'd have to give both of them.
Sure. But
If not,
if it was
all three of
Connor, I do it. But not for Sid. As much as I love him, it's the last part of the train ride right now. You know what I mean?
No, you're absolutely
It's
right.
a lot
Again,
of
that's
risk. There's a lot of risk in that trade for the Montreal Canadiens.
But
I'm not
absolutely.
saying it's a bad trade.
I think they should go for him, but they have to pay the right price.
Yes. I think it'd be a great addition to the team, but not to remortgage for.
See, because if I'm Kyle Dubas, the conversation doesn't even start unless that kid's in it.
Then they should trade him to another team. But the Montreal holds the cards here because, in one sense, if Kyle Dubas decides I'm trading Sidney Crosby,
Yeah.
Sidney Crosby only wants to go to one team.
Yeah, because he holds the cards. He can decide
So,
where.
and he's publicly, even though he's said I want to be a Penguin for life, and
That's
this
what
and that,
he
he's
He
also
has said
said
it.
if there's one team I'd go to, it's them. So it's like Kyle Dubas can say, "Well, we're gonna trade you to
Yeah, whatever. Utah. whatever,
Columbus." He'll be like, "No, you're not." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Didn't that
yeah.
happen with Panarin?
yeah.
Panarin was like, I'm going to the Rangers, and
only
they
the
got him
Rangers.
for
Yeah,
nothing,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, because so Kent Hughes is an agent, smart guy. He knows that. He knows Sid. If Sid ever was to leave Pittsburgh, there's only one city he wants to come to.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, "This is my offer," and if you say no,
I'll
Okay.
stick
him.
with
We're
him,
still
exactly.
good. Yeah, yeah.
I'll sign
Anyway,
him in the
he's got
offseason.
2 more years, right? Let's talk about the other legend. Ovi is in his last year. He'll be a free agent next year. Do you think he calls it quits?
yeah,
You do?
Yeah.
Wow. Yanni?
it's
You don't
tough.
think he's going to go for the 1,000?
yeah, I think it would be nice, but I think at this point it's time.
Really?
It's time for the Washington Capitals to think about their future.
And you think they're going to move him or sign him up for another year or whatever?
I think
Or?
he goes to Russia.
Yeah, I think the same thing. I think he's moving over to Russia.
So he's going to continue playing hockey, just not here.
yeah, just not as serious. Doesn't give a shit there.
You know what I would love? I would love for Ovi to get signed another year, and then Ovi and Sid, just like when they came in together, leave together. You know, like they
That'd be
both
pretty
retire.
cool.
Wouldn't that be awesome? And then it's basically handing over the torch to that beast behind you, 97. You know what I mean? Because that guy is. Just,
I mean, I think he's already up there.
who is? Oh yeah, him. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course. But I'm just saying, like, here you go. But listen, they're still in the league. Oh,
100%.
You know,
They're the dinosaurs.
Ovi's
now.
won, Sid's won everywhere. Sid's won everything.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I love him, he still hasn't won anything. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, sometimes you get judged with what you've won, and it's he hasn't won anything. So
But back to the whole Sid situation.
yeah.
You also have another contract in there.
Oh,
Chris Letang.
what about him?
You think they want to keep him around forever?
No, but what do you think?
That's
You're getting?
another
But you're not
piece that
getting
you have
shit
to
for
move.
Letang.
No, but another piece you move
And-
with Crosby
and
as a
Gino.
Yeah,
center.
and
And-
Gino
and
too.
Gino.
Yeah, of course, all of them.
This is what I mean.
All three of them, and then of course Carlson.
Guys, I told you
That's
last
a
week.
lot of dead cap, man.
I told you last week that the Pittsburgh Penguins, in my opinion, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Nashville Predators, and the Washington Capitals are gonna do what the Boston Bruins did last year, which we're gonna get to later.
Fire
Okay?
Clean
sale.
house.
They're gonna dude,
Fire sale. Everybody's favorite sale.
how,
Go, go, go.
Explain to me how the hell you want Pittsburgh Penguins to be competitive. You have a 37-year-old Gino. You have a 38-year-old Sid. How old is Letang? He's just up
37,
there.
38. They're all in the same.
The other
league.
guy, Carlson's like fucking.
36.
They got Fleury
whatever.
back.
Fleury is back for half an hour so he can retire, which is another cool thing. I find that's pretty cool. Okay. They're not going to be good, man. Pittsburgh won't be good this year. I'm sorry. I mean, I love the guy. I love Sid. God.
You know,
But, call a spade, dude. They're not going to be any good.
Malkin, I think, should go to Washington
And do what?
and play with Ovi in the end.
And
That
make
would be
make
pretty
friends because
No,
apparently.
because do the
final
they've
run.
the last run with those two
Yeah,
together.
but so what? Like it's not going to help the Washington
No,
Capitals.
but they've got 1 year left with Ovi anyway.
Dude, could you imagine that? Malkin could say, I played with two of the best.
Yeah, the two best.
Like, for real.
But he's played with him in Team Russia for
but
years.
As a teammate.
Yeah,
in
the NHL, yeah.
Or if the other way, if it happens the other way around, and Ovi goes to
So-
Pittsburgh.
Oh, dude. Oh, my
See,
God.
in my
No,
opinion,
that can't happen.
nah, you're crazy. Another 40. Look, I said it last year. Remember when they got Carlson? I'm like, what the hell is Dubas doing,
Yeah.
dude? You keep getting like you're 7 or 8 guys in their late 30s. You're not winning nothing. And I was right. They didn't get close to winning anything.
All right, guys. This is where you guys put all your money on the Pittsburgh Penguins to win the cup next year.
Yeah,
because
that's
guess what?
not
Every
happening.
goddamn year, it's been 3 years. We come here and we bash a goddamn
I'm
team.
not bashing them,
about
Yanni. I'm just being
nothing,
And they get there.
And they go to the fucking finals or something.
I'm not
dude.
bashing them, dude. I'm trying to be realistic. You're not gonna win with 7, 8 guys in their late 30s, and even if it is Sidney Crosby and Letang and Gino and you know, there's a lot more to it. Look.
No,
We
I
see it.
understand.
Look, and I'm gonna go out on the limb here. Okay, even the Florida Panthers, they signed all these guys. Yes, I get it. It's 3 years. You get there. You want to prove to everybody that you know you're gonna run it back, as they say, run it back. But guys, don't forget these guys are all a year older now. Okay, Marchand's not getting any younger. Ekblad is not any younger.
I don't know. The
Right?
Florida sun is going to give him a little bit of
Yeah, Barkov is not any younger. You know what I'm saying? It takes more than just that. You know what I mean? And like I said, they played 3 years straight to the finals, right? Dude, that's an extra year of hockey that they played.
They'll be tired.
Like, it's tiring. And somebody just look again in the NFL. Look what's happening with the Chiefs, man.
Yeah, but that was inevitable.
Of course, but
Yeah.
Mike. So what's the difference in hockey?
Yeah.
I get it. It's inevitable. It is.
And thank God it happened.
Yeah, don't get me.
I'm done with
Listen,
that
you know
team,
I'm a
but
Bills
anyway.
fan, so I couldn't care less there. You know, he was bitching last week. Oh, the referees, dude, really? Your whole fucking career has been the referees taking you there. Shut up. Anyway, whatever. That's another podcast. No, what do you call it? Football Nation, whatever. Anyway, so anyway,
Punch
Big skin
Nation.
nation.
Punch Nation. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so look,
Spin-off show.
enough with the Sid. Look, I hope he comes. I hope he comes.
It would be really cool.
It would be great for Montreal. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? They would freak out. I would love to see Ovi,
Well,
you know, and him retire at the same time. You know, they both say thank you. We came in together. We're leaving together. Whatever. We're good to go.
Pat Brisson said publicly that Sid is not planning to retire after this contract.
Dude, that kid's gonna play till 40. Don't forget, he missed.
But
couple years.
this contract ends at 40. And Brisson said
He's
he's
not
not,
reti- he's
planning
not in-
to retire
exactly.
at 40.
Exactly. So he's got another couple. But again, that's 40 years old. I know. Look what happened to Corey Perry.
But he's still there.
Well, no, he's busted now. He got a knee surgery.
Yeah, but
he's out for like 7-8 weeks. They said.
been in like how many cup
No, I
finals?
I know.
Never wins
I
one,
know.
but that's okay.
All right,
I
guys.
mean, did you guys see what Heineman came out and said
Yeah.
for the first time?
Yeah.
The first public appearance or whatever. He's
Yeah.
like, I never want to leave Montreal. I loved Montreal.
Yanni,
It was
I
like,
have to play for Patrick Roy. Help.
nah,
you know what it is, Yanni? I mean, look, obviously we've never done it, but everybody that comes and plays in Montreal, yes, the taxes are this and the French and English that. I get it. There's a lot. The traffic is like fucking hang me right now. I get it. But the Montreal Canadiens are a class organization when it comes to treating their players with everything they have.
100%.
Doctors, training room, the food upstairs, finding you a home, taking care of you.
no, for sure.
There are everybody that comes here is like, look at the kid, look at Lane Hudson is like, Jesus Christ.
Dude,
Look at what's his
Right.
name, Noah Dobson.
yeah.
Yeah,
He's
I wanted to
freaking
talk.
out,
So,
man.
I don't know if you saw during the prospect game,
I watched both
there
of
was
them. Yes,
a lot of Montreal Canadiens in the stands.
well, obviously
They
the whole
were
team has
all
to be there,
there.
of course.
Well, they don't have to be.
Well, yeah, they do have to be there. The
No,
team
they
is playing.
don't.
Well,
They don't have to be. A lot of them weren't there, but the
I
young
think it's
core,
mandated, but whatever. Yeah.
most of the young core
Yeah, because they
were
want
there.
to see who's coming.
And they were like, when Demidov deked the fucking living shits out of that kid, I'm not even going to say his
Yeah.
name because he's been embarrassed enough.
yeah.
That kid's gonna,
Right.
yeah, he's gonna go sell fish at the market.
I remember
tomorrow, that
they zoomed into Lane Hudson's face and Arbor Jacki, and they were just like, bro, did you see that?
kid. Yeah,
Like,
Oh,
this
look,
is
he's
going to be on the
definitely-
team.
you know what he reminds me of, man? He reminds me of Kovalev with those hands.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, a
Kovalev
little
was
bit.
incredible with those hands.
Hopefully more consistent, but yes.
Well, Kovalev was consistent when
what?
he was at Pittsburgh. It's because you guys got him at the end. It's
Lane Hudson, I hope, has a really good year this year, although it's
He's
a
gonna.
sophomore
Doesn't
course
matter.
or whatever.
Depends.
I
Not
think
everybody
he-
has that.
I think he
hope
will.
not.
I think
he
he's
will.
gonna. I
But-
think the fact that Noah Dobson's there takes a lot of the pressure
I
off
agree
of
with
him.
you. I agree with you.
I
That's
totally
your
agree.
other
Yeah.
number one. So now you have number one and number one.
Yeah, 1 and 1B.
Dude, that's very rare that you have two beasts like that good. You know,
And you know
let's
what?
say average 60-point defenseman, 65-point defenseman. That's incredible.
The power play is going to be insane from the point.
But guys,
Yeah, but they play with 4 forwards.
so
Yeah, but they put a defenseman, and so on your first unit you have him, and
Yeah.
on the other unit you have the other guy.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we keep forgetting how dominant Matheson was at some point.
Listen, Matheson
He
did
was
his thing.
very good.
I think
He
he
had a rough year.
yeah, but you know what? A lot of guys have rough years, but Matheson, to me, in my opinion, he did his thing, man.
But
Yeah.
could you imagine when you have
He did what he had to do. I
think
don't
that-
see any
I
problem
think
with
his
that.
era's going out now on this team, but I still think he has a bit of value on the trade market.
Sure, he does. Sure, he does.
I don't know. I think he's
Experienced
gonna have a big year.
kid.
I think he's gonna have a big year because he's gonna be playing behind all those guys.
Yeah.
Dude, could you imagine when you're going against what the Arbor Jack guys of the other team?
The thing is that because of the team that they've got, okay, getting in, started to talk about the prospects, right? You
Yeah.
talked about Demidov. I know that you were less than impressed with Reinbacher,
Useless.
but
He was on for every goal. I'm like, what the hell?
I know. But assuming for a minute that he's decent, let's
Okay.
just assume it.
It's
Say
gonna be
it's just a-
ridiculous.
where does that put Matheson? Like Matheson's going to end up on the third pairing,
Mike,
be a healthy
Matheson is also
scratch.
10 years older than Reinbacher.
right?
You know what
but,
I mean?
but what's going to end up happening is your top four is going to be in no exact pairing, but your top four is going to be Dobson and Hudson, and it's going to be Goalie and Reinbacher.
That's
So
wild.
so there's your top four. So it relegates Matheson to the third pairing
Absolutely.
with Jackeye.
But
So
I
a
said-
$5 million
he
defenseman on
did
the
it-
third pairing.
But this is what I mean.
know what I mean?
He will shine there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be that.
maybe he's slotted. But the thing is, it's a lot of money to be sixth, fifth or sixth.
I mean, if they could afford it.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
think
But he-
I think he is probably one of their best trade chips right now.
But he did well. Look, I see him helping a team that's a contender, at,
Yeah.
at the deadline.
He should go. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They should use him as a trade chip, 100%.
Might be.
You know. Look,
might
Mike, was he any worse than fucking Darnell Nurse last year?
Let's not talk about.
No,
that.
but you know what I'm saying? Like, he could help.
Jesus.
Listen, I like Mike Matheson. I think he skates well. I think I think he's great. He has a great first pass. I like him. I like him. I
Yeah,
see
and there's
no
a
issue.
lot of teams that could use him.
Absolutely, especially
So that's what gives him
Don't
value
forget-
on the market.
don't forget in the playoffs, you never have enough D, ever. You fall, you get hurt, you whatever. You never have enough D, man. I think Matheson. I think he can help somebody else. I really do.
Yeah.
Anyway, you wanted to talk about the rookies because you watched both games. We talked about Demidov. Yes, he was incredible out there. You know who else I was impressed with? Jackie's brother, Florian.
Yes.
Power forward.
Big fucking kid. He was. I know
Plays
the other
rough.
kids were just nobodies there. Whatever.
Plays rough, but he has hands.
Yeah, I mean he's not.
Well, he can score.
Yeah, look, he's not fucking Yari Curry, but
No,
he's,
but he
you know.
plays rough, but he can score.
Yeah. I liked him.
He was one of the dominant forwards. And
He's
Yeah,
gonna
he was
make-
knocking everybody over, man.
He's going to make a case to make the team. Maybe not this year, but next year he'll make the
No,
team.
whatever. Look,
he was
But,
very good in Laval.
I think, but I have to say on that game, Fowler.
Yeah,
He was
played
the other
well.
standout. He was the. I watched him. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
the
go.
first period
There's
and a
real-
half there, whatever. Yeah, he really did well.
There's real talent in this kid. You can see it. You can see it. I think he'll be. I think he's the guy for their future. I think they're banking on him being the guy for their future.
So that means Dobish is a trade chip because, again, segue, they were talking about the Edmonton Oilers and the 3 possible candidates to go help you win a cup or help him win a cup.
if there is helping us, yeah.
Mike, they were talking about Samsonov. They're talking about Carter Hart, but we're going to get to him. And they're talking about Dobish, right?
Yeah, they also threw a couple other names out
Who?
there too. Tristan Jarry
Tristan Jarry.
and
yeah.
Devin Levy.
Whoa. I didn't hear that. But here's the thing. The reason I mentioned Carter Hart's name is because those 3 kids, 3 of the 5 kids that were in that court case or whatever, the Michael McLeod, Carter Hart, and Dylan Dubé are the 3 that are getting most attention from the NHL. I don't see them having a problem getting back in the NHL,
No.
these kids, especially I think it's December 1st they're allowed to come back in.
They're allowed to be signed as of October 15th.
Yeah, but only come in and
Only
play
play
or
on
whatever.
December
December
1st.
1st. Okay.
Yeah.
This is the thing. Carter Hart being a goalie, you haven't been on the ice, whatever. That McLeod kid, pretty cool. They said they might even go back to Jersey, I think it was, right?
Yeah.
Dylan Dubé, they're talking about the Leafs because of the correlation between him and Tree Living. But I don't see them finding. I don't see them, having trouble finding a spot. These kids, they're gonna.
Carter, there's going to be a lot of demand for
But
Carter Hart.
the thing is, the three of them apparently said that they'd rather take it out of Canada.
I understand, because they're less in the eye down there.
Yeah, I totally see that. It's
However, Dylan Dubé in Toronto is not doing himself any favors.
no, dude, you're not doing yourself any fucking favors. They're gonna eat you alive.
Yeah.
They're gonna eat you alive there, man.
And also, we haven't talked about the Senators guy, Formanton.
I heard he was working construction or
Yeah,
something.
but they were asking, are the Senators going to bring him back?
Probably not, Mike. I don't know. Look, I understand.
Good player.
Listen, they weren't found guilty of anything.
You know what? I remember when the previous owner of the Ottawa Senators was there.
Yeah,
And his daughters went out
yeah.
and said
Eugene Melnick.
his daughters went out and said that, this kid should not play anywhere in the NHL.
Yeah,
and this
because
and
of what
that.
happened. Yeah.
Do you not sue them? If I
Yeah,
was
what are
him,
you gonna sue,
bro, I'd
Yanni?
be like,
Defamation of character, yeah.
defamation of character. You just missed years and years of fucking contracts.
Couple of years, yeah. It's just
Hey, fuck you, man. It's money.
you're right. And again, I've always been a big believer. Like murderers get second chances. You know what I mean?
Well, some of them
And
get
these
14
and
chances.
that's because
Yeah,
they were
but-
found guilty.
Yeah, murderers were guilty, though.
Exactly.
Like,
These kids weren't guilty at all. So I don't know. It's just you know what it is nowadays with this social media crap. I don't think teams want to touch this with a 10-foot pole.
those guys will get jobs.
I think the three I mentioned. I think McLeod, Hart, and Dylan Dubé.
I think Carter Hart's the first one to get a job because everybody wants a good goalie.
Yeah, but again, they didn't mention Edmonton.
I know.
I don't think Stan Bowman, after all that bullshit that he went through with that Kyle
From
Beach thing
Montreal, not sure.
in Chicago.
Yeah, I know. I think he's going to probably end up in Vegas or maybe
They were talking about Vegas or Utah.
or
Yeah,
Utah.
yeah,
Vegas
that's what
and
I heard.
Utah, I heard.
Ew.
Okay.
But you know what? That ends up happening is if he does go to Vegas and he does well, that puts Aiden Hill on the block, right? That gives Vegas the
How
ability
can
to
you put
move
Aiden?
Hill.
The kid just won you a cup.
Well, it was years ago, but yeah.
Well, yeah,
Hey,
so.
if you want loyalty, you buy a dog.
Yeah. Good
Yeah,
point.
where have I heard that before, Yanni? Yeah.
But like straight up, if Carter Hart delivers for them,
Woof woof. No,
they're,
just
they're gonna say,
Yeah,
hey,
but-
we can get for Aiden Hill, right? I don't know.
yeah. Guys, you want to hear another joke? I saw it today. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? What the fuck are they doing in New York, the Rangers? They just named JT
Jeez.
Miller the captain of that team.
After all that,
JT Miller. Did you not see what he fucking
Dr. Cancer himself. Fuck.
Did you not see that he demolished a room in Vancouver? Hey, tell you what, give him the C. He's going to demolish Hart. Like, what?
just
I
sticking
wish
out
Michael
there
was on
without-
because Michael's a Rangers fan. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, you saw that, right?
Even in our chat,
I don't
he's
know,
like,
like-
I have no idea what the fuck they're thinking.
What are they? I understand. Kreider's gone. Truba's gone. But
Well, yeah, they're all in Anaheim. Fuck.
yeah, but Trocheck is still there, if I'm not mistaken,
Trocheck's
right?
there. Yeah, why not give it?
Why
to
not
him?
give it to him? Who was the other guy?
He's the next one out. That's why.
Trocheck? You think so?
Yeah, I think that team's gonna self-destruct this year. It's done.
I just wonder what they do with the kid.
Nothing.
Lafreniere.
What
I'm
can
just-
they do with him?
Well, it starts to become like a Pasternak situation,
every
right? Like
year-
you're there and you're like, everyone's gone. Why am I here? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
but he's not a superstar.
no, but he's
a good
coming
player.
into his,
I mean-
he's coming into his game.
I think he's a really good third liner.
he's a good player. Look, he's not Sidney Crosby by any means, but
no, of course
he's a
not.
good player. I mean, come on, I just don't understand this JT Miller thing. Somebody explained to me. He just came from a team where he couldn't get along with their best player. He couldn't get along. They couldn't fix it. So if he was apparently, I heard Bruce Boudreau today on TSN saying that he's loud in the room.
Yeah,
He's one of these things.
There
Okay,
you go.
so
Maybe
I don't
there's
get it.
no personalities on the team. Maybe he's the big personality.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't know, Mike. Like, if you just came from destroying one team, one dressing room,
Well, why not give it to Adam Fox?
well, that's Michael
That's a
said that.
slap in his face, man.
Yeah,
That is a
Adam,
slap.
so I said Trocheck because he's been longer. Adam Fox is another one. Yeah, Adam Fox. I would give it to Adam Fox.
yeah.
To me, it was Kreider all the way, and what they
But
do-
Kreider's gone,
No,
exactly.
I
Like-
understand, but what did they do? They fucking gave him away, bro, for nothing.
Well, he's up there in age, right? So he's not.
More reason to give him the captaincy. You keep him around, give him the captaincy, man.
I don't know, man. I just find that I don't. Sometimes I hate these stupid decisions, man. I don't get it with these National Hockey League teams. I don't know.
But
We're
there's
sitting
some of them
here.
that say that the players vote on it, right? So I don't know how that works. Like some of
Yeah, well, I remember here when Pacioretty got the seed, they were all up in arms. Oh, he's not a French guy. He's not a whatever. So they all freaked
So you're
out.
telling me that JT Miller deserves it more than a Mika Zibanejad?
No.
I think Mika Zibanejad
He's on his way out.
on 1 foot out the door
Yeah.
already.
I think so too.
I don't know.
I think they know a lot more than we do. But anyway, I don't know. I just that alone, just like in the public eye, the guy just smashed the team in Vancouver. You're gonna come here, bro, smash mine. Like it makes zero sense to me. Whatever, that's just me. That's whatever.
Makes no sense.
Before we go, I wanted to touch on the our dear Boston Bruins because we have a lot of friends that are Boston Bruins fans, like Paskey and like my buddy Darren and Curtis. All these guys that listen to us and whatever, they're all big Bruins fans. Guys, I don't know. I don't see the Boston Bruins doing anything this year. Anything. I mean, Pasternak, Lindholm, Middlestat. I don't know. What is that?
Geeky, Arvidsson, Zaka.
Yeah, like, okay. I don't know. Do you see them even... Because Swayman apparently is on a fucking mission. Apparently, he's been training all summer. He's in shape, and he's
gonna
this, and
have
he's
to
that.
be.
Yeah.
He's
'cause-
going to have to be because he has nothing in front of him.
Dude. Charlie McAvoy. What else? That other
Zadorov,
Lindholm, Zadorov.
Lorei.
I think
Well, I like that kid. I like that kid.
I think Pasternak's sitting there going,
What the hell did I
happened?
just do? Yeah. I mean,
But there's a lot of guys.
Tanner Janot,
Guys, there's a lot of guys.
$5.5 million for 5 years.
Yeah.
Are you out of
but
your fucking minds?
McAvoy signed there until 29-32.
Yeah.
So is Lindholm. So is Zadorov.
They have Corrali there still, right?
Yeah. Geeky.
That Russian kid, I
All-
can't
all
pronounce
these
his name.
guys.
Sorry, if any Bruins fan. There's that. What's that? A Simon kid.
Konstantinov, I think
Yeah,
it
whatever.
is.
I don't know his name. I can't pronounce it. But I don't know. The Bruins, no, nothing.
I don't think there's much.
Which means the
Unless
reason I'm
Lucic
saying
comes
this.
back.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Lucic.
Korpisalo.
Well,
but-
he might crack St. Louis's lineup.
That's not happening. The reason I say this, guys, is because that means if they finish really bad, they're gonna get a shot at McKenna.
Maybe that's the plan.
That's exactly where I was going with this. Maybe we're the dummies and we're not seeing this. You follow what I'm saying?
Could be. But there's some other pretty bad teams out there.
Yeah, like Chicago.
Like San Jose.
San Jose got their guy already. Yeah, they got
They
Celebrini.
could- then
Yeah.
They don't have to get one.
So
need a
so
few
right now,
more.
who's better, the Bruins or San Jose?
Better? The Bruins.
They're better?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think so too.
You think so too?
The kids are still too young. And
San Jose's like Montreal 3-4 seasons ago.
Shit. Because
You know
I'm
what I
saying,
mean?
Dude,
you know-
San Jose has $9.2 million available.
yeah, so what? There's nobody that wants to go play there. Annie. That's the
Toffoli
problem.
loves it, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. They just signed Carey
Toffoli's
Price.
100. Is on a 16 team.
They just
whatever.
wait. They just got Carey Price. Let's not.
Dude, did you guys see the meme? Did you guys see the meme where they go, "We finally got Carey Price. We got our legendary goalie. Let's sign him to a multi-year deal."
So stupid. I don't know, man. I just don't see the. You know what? I
think
I have a feeling that Boston's like, okay, laugh, everybody, haha, very funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna stick at us and say,
They still have a good team though, and they have a good goalie, and a good goalie can always get you wins that you shouldn't have. So you know what? Like, trade Swayman, then you're tanking.
So Jeff Skinner is on San Jose.
yeah, thank
right?
God.
So-
Logan Couture
he's still there. Yeah.
It's 100
is
years
there
old.
until 27, 28. He is a UFA.
Okay.
That's
in 2
$8
years.
million. He's on IR. Tyler Toffoli, another 3 years, $6 million a year.
How old is Tyler Toffoli?
33. All right. Alex Wenberg has 1 more year.
Yeah.
Barclay Goodrow, you remember him?
Yes, he
He
got
got fucking
another
banished,
Ranger
bro.
stupidity,
He got
yeah.
banished to San Jose.
Yeah. That's one of those Chris Drury moves.
Adam Gaudette,
Okay.
Ryan Reeves. Revo is in fucking
Yeah.
McLean Celebrini, Will Smith, Colin Graff. Those are going to be some good players.
So you're telling me they're not better than the Bruins?
Dude, they're 19 and 20 years old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give them like 2 or 3 years, they're going to dominate, but not right now.
I'm telling you right now on this show, you be careful. You watch the Bruins. You watch the Bruins. They have that luck up their ass, that fucking horseshoe, that they're gonna end up finishing whatever third last, and then they're gonna the ball is gonna pop and they're gonna get the first choice overall.
Did you hear they're talking about possibly making it in Montreal? I don't know if it's this
What?
one or the
What?
next one,
They're
the
talking
next
about?
draft.
Really
They're ta-
again?
That's what I read. I don't know
heard
if it's full
because
shit.
the last thing with that was a big flop. The way
Oh,
they
that,
did it
the,
last
the,
year.
with that video
Yeah,
conference
it was
thing when
terrible.
everybody
That
stayed
was
home.
That was awful.
What a stupidity!
That was awful.
What a
that won't be back. So.
No,
I hope not.
no.
They were trying to do it like the NFL, but it was so like
Okay.
grade B.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Before you do like the NFL, do like the NHL because yeah. You're only $4 billion away from each other, but whatever.
It was
Yeah.
counting.
Anyway, whatever. That's.
But dude, the goaltending of San Jose. Okay, sorry, I have their page open. Carey Price on IR, Alex Nedeljkovic or whatever,
Nedeljkovic, yeah.
and Askarov.
Yeah.
Dude, that is a scary.
Askarov, isn't that the guy that got moved like 12 times?
Yeah,
No, but
yeah.
I didn't. They weren't giving me. Sorry.
Twice.
Yeah, but I'm saying like he
He
keeps
wants to be a
moving because he
starter.
wants to be a starter. Stop fucking moving. Maybe you'll get a chance.
He's gonna get his chance. He's in San Jose.
Can I throw another team out there that might contend for the bottom?
Go.
Nashville.
Ooh.
You know what, Mike? They shouldn't. But you're right. But they shouldn't.
And I think Stamkos is going to get moved.
I think he's gonna
Marcia,
ask
so-
to be moved.
Yeah.
Stamkos,
I think that's a team that's ready to tank right there.
I told you that at the beginning of the show. I think them, the Pittsburgh Penguins, and the Washington Capitals are going to be doing what the Boston Bruins did.
But guys, that's a big contract to move with 3 more years.
Stammer? Yeah, but he's Steven Stamkos. They'll find
Imagine him.
But you see, Marchessault is at 5.5. You could do something with
Yanni,
that. Stamkos is at 8 million, dude.
Yanni, imagine, just for argument's sake, imagine the Florida Panthers say we want Stamkos to give us another run at the cup. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I could see it too.
You know what I mean?
I could
And
see
you
it.
know what? Bring in McDavid too.
No, but you understand what I'm saying?
And Bill was just sitting there going,
Very funny.
Excellent.
Very funny. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I could.
listen, Bill Zito, this guy should have been a mobster. He probably is, but we don't know. Anyway, whatever. All right, guys, this was fun. Again, I can't wait for the season to start because we'll have more subjects to talk about. Again, we're just 3 guys that just shoot the shit. We're not insiders. We don't claim to be insiders. We just love the game and we like to talk about it and whatever. So thank you again for listening, guys. I want to say thank you again to our dear sponsors over at Red One Music. There you go. Go see them at 2069 Chartier in Dorval. Give them a shot at 514-225-2226. You give Sergio a call, you give Tommy a call, you give James a call, and they'll help you out with all your musical needs. Gentlemen, thank you again so much. It was short and sweet, but I love it, and I can't wait. Season starts in a couple of weeks. Next week, hopefully, that jersey that you see behind Mike, I hope he signed. I really do. No, Mike, because it's good for hockey. It really is.
Every week hurts.
Dude, the longer it takes, the worse it is.
I know.
Right?
You know, I'm hearing more and more trades going to LA.
Well, apparently,
They've got the package ready.
yeah, they have a package, but
Like-
it's not enough, Mike.
I'm no insider, but I'm hearing it.
No.
But you got to understand me. If it's as a rental, it is enough.
Yeah, but it's not. Well, yeah. But why would they give up all that for a rental? I
Because
don't.
they're in the hopes of signing. Right?
Nah. You don't do that. You don't do that in hopes. You don't give up Quentin Byfield and Dano, whatever, and 2 choices and
And somebody else.
Yeah,
It's a
do
nice
somebody else. I
little
forget the name.
rebuild for fucking Edmonton, though.
Anyway, I hope by this time next week he signed and he stays with you guys because it makes it more interesting.
I hope so.
I like to see the duo, him and Draisaitl and whatever. Yanni, the Canadiens golf tournament, we didn't even talk about it, but apparently everybody's good, everybody's healthy, everybody's happy. I saw Marty St. Louis talk. He seems like he's on fucking ready mode. You know what I mean?
Are you telling me that Kirby Doc is ready to go?
Listen, they said yes. I hope for him,
Holy
knock on
shit,
wood,
boys.
I hope for him that he can last longer than fucking half an hour. And that's it.
Is he gonna make his debut as a Montreal Canadian?
Yeah, probably after 7 years. No, whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. So check us out again at the Puck Nation. I told you the best way to help us out is by subscribing, saying whatever, and liking, and telling us so whatever the hell the fuck it's called. But
That's
you know
a
what I
boomer
mean.
for you, boys.
I'm 56 years old. I don't know any of this shit. But all right, we're good to go, guys. Have a good one. We'll see you again next week.
Have a good one, guys.
Ciao.
See ya.